Good morning, everyone. The big question we are looking at today is, does eBay throttle sales? Let's go and look at it. We're looking at my eBay sales chart over the past 31 days. And we see some interesting things here. There was a beginning of April, there were again several days of no sales. Then on the 5th, one, and then a little bit of a higher sale on the 6th. And what happened was on the 3rd, your payments become due, the store payments. And somehow the algorithm realizes there was really no money in there to charge. And they give you 4 or 5 days. And if it's not being paid by then, they charge your credit card, but they don't want to do that. So oops, they open up the gates just enough so you can make a little bit of money. So they then can pull the money out of your, eBay account or what have you. Then, of course, we went straight back to no sales for an entire 6 days. Oh, the economy is bad. Sure, but why do I have sales on every other platform, Mercari, Poshmark, except on eBay? Then we have a small sale, to appease the seller. Again, we go straight back to no sales. Tiny little sale, just... Then here we have some irregular sales. It seems like the algorithm kind of started to wake up again, or whoever is manipulating it, I don't know, took a mini vacation there. And then again, two days. What is this? This is the 28th and this is the 25th. So 3 days, no sales again. And it's always hovering around the same. And then all of a sudden, May 1st comes along. And oops, whoops, we have this amazing amount of sales. I mean, it's a good sales day. I'm not a full-time seller. Someone might argue, oh, May 1st, it's a holiday in Europe. Yeah, except I didn't have any sales in Europe, okay? I only had sales in the US. And May 1st is not a holiday here, plus it's a Monday. Or people might say, oh, they got paid on the last of the month. No, they don't get paid on the last of the month. Most Americans get paid every 2 weeks, every 14 days. So don't give me that. No, what happened here was oh yeah, the pay date is coming up again. And it takes them about a couple of days or something to process the money. And the money does come out on the 3rd. So on the 3rd, sure enough, because I had great sales back there, sure enough, nothing again. And today, so far, nothing. So I don't care what everybody says. I don't care what these YouTubers who have bazillion amounts of sales and they're always doing fantastic. eBay is throttling sales, and it started about 18 months ago. I can't remember what big change they made, but they did make some changes because I was predominantly a handmade seller. I used to be on Etsy. No, I started off eBay. Let me give you a little history. Let me switch the camera around. All right, so Etsy. Well, to be honest, I started off selling online a long time ago. I had, accidentally, I used to work in DC, and I started selling items there, and also mostly handmade. So I sold all of it on eBay. I was a complete eBay seller. And then Etsy came along, and I'm like, well, it makes kind of more sense to sell my handmade stuff on Etsy. So I was selling on Etsy, and I was making a killing. I still occasionally sold on eBay, mostly for international. That used to go really well. And over the holidays, I would cross post over to eBay, and and I would sell. And I was happy with Etsy. Then Etsy changed their algorithm, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. I can't remember. And you had to do this promoted. And I don't know, they were giving a preferential treatment to new sellers. And I just wasn't found anymore. They did this, what is it called? Preferred or suggested listings rather than, whatever search. Now, I mean, I don't even sell on Etsy or buy anything on Etsy anymore, because when you type in a search, you can't find anything. It always like suggests listings that I'm not looking for. And I've done tests. Let's say I'm looking for a specific item that, for example, I list, or I still sell a little bit on Etsy. I list on there. I know I'm the only seller on there. I do a specific search for that item, and guess what? It doesn't show up in the search. Not until I say, for example, I change it to order from lowest to highest or something like that, and then it shows up. All right, so I'm like, my sales on Etsy started dwindling to pretty much non-existence, and I saw the writing on the wall, and I'm like, I need to find an alternative, and I switched over to eBay again. I just reinforced everything, and I was happy with the sales. I was making good sales, and then obviously COVID came along, and everything was hunky-dory during COVID, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, eBay started to feel compelled to make all these changes to the website. And now it's the same thing. It's the same thing like on Etsy. Nothing sells. It doesn't matter what I do. I can it got to the point again where sales were dwindling so much about 2 years ago, I guess, that I started cross listing. I copied everything over, and I do every single site that I can easily cross list to. I do Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and obviously eBay, and I do also Depop, and now Bonanza, and lately I've done TrueGather, and I'm also doing Discogs for media. I mean, records and CDs. So and immediately when I cross post, usually, guess what? Stuff. And then on eBay, it seems like I used to get initial sales when I post. I don't get these sales anymore. It's like my listing can't be seen during the first month. It's like usually in the second month, I start getting sales, but not in the first month. It's like everything's suppressed. You can't see anything. It's just like, it's the most annoying thing, because then let's say the new stuff I post over to the other platforms, and guess what? It usually something sells. So I always have sales on my eBay revenue now is down to 50%. And I'm going to do it like the auction professor. If it drops below 30%, it's not worth the headache. It's just not worth the headache. And also I like the eBay buyer. I'm like, I just had this order I haven't even mentioned. I mean, a return. I offer free returns. Everything's hunky-dory. That's fine. That's not the problem. The guy said he found my listing on Google. He clicked on it and he ordered a CD, and he received a record. And I was trying to, I'm a like horrible business person, and I'm trying to deceive him and get money out of him. And I did it. Oh, he accused me of doing a bait and switch. I'm like, what? I mean, no, it's a record. Did you ever look at the pictures? It doesn't look like a CD at all. It states it's a double album. The pictures show it. I have like 20 pictures up there. I mean, whatever eBay allows. I mean, I have everything up there. And so he initiated that return. And well, I had to contact eBay because I don't want him to leave any kind of negative feedback and stuff, because he opened up the return based on, what did he say? Received the wrong item. So I had to call eBay. And I don't understand. It's like, okay, you made a mistake. Own it. And I offer free returns. I see this all the time. And people open up a return on eBay. They lie. They say, oh, it was this, and I received the wrong item. That return is free. What do you not understand? But they somehow, they want the entire money back. Obviously, I keep the initial shipping. I'm not stupid. So, and I believe they think if they open up a return like that, then they probably, eBay's going to step in and refund them the entire money. But I don't know. So I called eBay, and they made sure that the person couldn't even, leave a feedback at all. Well, obviously, once they open up a return, I don't think they can leave a negative feedback anyhow. But I just was I was worried about the seller metrics, because I'm like, I'm already not selling nothing on your site. So I don't want to be dinged about some stupid issue that's not even my fault. I'm sorry, I'm like really aggravated, but this is like this eBay thing is really starting to get to me. I mean, I've even started, for example, I used to like list 30 listings a day and blah 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 and do all this whatever. And I'm like, I'm not selling 30 items a day. I'm not even selling like one. And I don't want to, I watch James from A Reseller Life and all these I'm like, I don't want to have a 100,000 item store with, my basement full of clutter and stuff. I mean, good for him. I love him. He does a great job, and he's obviously full-time reseller. I am not. So I'm like, no. I mean, I am exactly, for a while, I would just do exactly what I sell on all the platforms plus one. But then I'm still growing. I'm like, no. Because, and then you've seen it. I have had 6 days without one sale, and if I listed every day like 30 items, which is not even that much, but nonetheless, times 6, that's 180 listings additionally. I don't want that. eBay is not selling it. It's not selling it, and it's not. Don't give me like the buyer's not. Well, if the buyer is not looking for it, how come I sell whatever I'm selling? How come it sells on Facebook if the buyer is not looking for it? Don't give me this crap. I have a whole bunch of, like, for example, I bought out like a craft store for sewing. I have sewing patterns. They were printed in the mid 80s. They're very sought after patterns. They are new in the envelope. Very sought after. I'm the only one selling them in the world. Okay. How come I can't sell them on eBay? All right. Don't tell me nobody's looking for it. As soon as I'm listing it on like Etsy or whatever, even on Etsy it sells. I mean, I don't get it. I'm just like so beyond it. And with this constant, like these maintenance issues, I think everybody is tired. I don't know if eBay realizes it. People are working. And if you're like little software engineer, you're on a whatever, monthly, weekly, whatever salary. You're on salary. You get paid regardless if you work. I work, I don't get paid. Okay? If you guys are not selling anything, I don't get paid. It gets to me. I'm sorry. I'm like, I guess this is turning into a like super rant video. But yeah, I do believe Etsy is, Etsy. Why do I keep saying Etsy? eBay is doing, they're throttling sales. They are. And also, I mean, but again, I quote, by watching James, the guy has like 46 or 47,000 listings. How come he has days with like 3 or 4 sales? Don't give me that crap. Oh, the economy is bad. Exactly. Because the economy is bad, guess what people want to buy? They want to buy some like low dollar items. They want to buy like a $5 or $6 DVD with free shipping or CD with free shipping because that's what they can afford. Okay. Oh, and then also, I mean, let me, since we are like eBay, bad talking today. Okay. If I want to buy a Louis Vuitton bag, like these like luxury this and luxury items. Okay, eBay, I'm going to give it to you straight. Guess where I'm going to be buying the Louis Vuitton bag? Not from eBay. No, I am going to the Louis Vuitton website and I'm going to order it from them directly because guess what? They're going to personally hand deliver the item because I checked it out. Yeah. And you know what? I don't need an authentication program. No, I don't, because they are authentic because I am ordering it from their website. Okay. And that's the same thing with that's just an example. That's the same thing. I don't buy luxury on eBay. If I want luxury, I'm going to the actual brand and buying it directly from the brand. Don't you get it? Especially new. And the used stuff, no way. I mean, it's like if I'm in the market for, I don't need to go and brag around. It's like if I want to buy a Louis Vuitton bag, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it new. I'm not going to buy somebody else's junk that's 20 years old. Anyhow, they're making whoever is in charge, that I call him the yogurt dude because his last name Yayon or what, it sounds like Dannon or whatever, like the yogurt brand. So I call him the yogurt guy. anyhow, the yogurt guy, he is not getting it. I guess he was a big wig at Walmart at one point, and Walmart is not eBay. Sorry. It's like, yeah, I hope you did get some value out of it. I don't think so. It's just a rant video, but I had to get it off my chest. Thank you for listening if you're still here. Leave some comments. Do you agree, or do I see it totally wrong? Am I completely off? Do I not know what I'm talking about? I mean, please comment. I don't mind negative comments. Say you suck, you should have put on makeup, and I don't do makeup. Sorry, I have skin issues, allergies, and I always break out. So yeah. Anyhow, it's I don't know. I don't know where to go at this point. I think I know I need to start picking another main platform. I'm not sure yet which one. Oh yeah, I'm also selling on Whatnot, by the way. I haven't had a sale for a long time, but I mean, I don't know anymore. I don't know what these platforms want. I don't. It's like you think you figured it out, and then they change and they keep increasing the fees, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem if you're like giving preferential treatments to certain sellers. eBay was a platform for everybody, for like a very inclusive platform, and now they're turning it into this. I mean, it's the same thing, by the way, with houses. New houses are always luxury houses. You go, new builds, it's always luxury. Who cares? A stove is a stove. The same thing with cars. A car is a car. Gets you from A to B. Oh, I have to have luxury. Really? You can't take it with you, okay? Luxury. Or a Tesla. Let's face it. A Tesla, it's probably the material cost and everything. It shouldn't cost more than $10,000. It's an electric car. Have you ever noticed with lawnmowers, the ones that have electric motors are much cheaper than the one with the gas burning motors? Have you ever noticed that? Because it's an electric motor. There are no parts to it. It's very simple. It's like, why is a Tesla so expensive? Or these electric cars? Why? It shouldn't be. It's just like, it's a... Don't even get me. I don't know how. We totally... Anyhow, I'll probably cut it out at this point. All right, I'm going to go. I already did my listings, whatever few listings I'm doing. Actually, no, I have to take some pictures, which I will do, and then this is the thing now, because nothing sells. That also means I can't make any purchases. For what? I'm just listing for my death pile. And I'm doing one listing day where I generate all the listings for the week, and then I just release my few listings every day, the same amount. I'm always releasing it. So it's been very relaxing. No sales. I don't have to ship anything. Thank you. And then, of course, as I said, always around the 1st, I get the increase in sales, so Etsy can cover and keep me happy, so I can then pay another subscription fee. And I think that's also Etsy as well as eBay's. That's their new business model. They just want to get the store fee, the subscription fee, and then they have a base income, basically. And they don't have to make sure that anything sells. They just have their base income that comes in every month. And Etsy, on top of it, they charge their, every listing they charge, 20 cents? Every 3 months or so you have to buy, or 4 months. I can't remember. I think 3 months, 20 cents. Unbelievable. Anyhow, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. And please leave a comment.